Hello, YouTube. Hello, Kick, and hello, Twitch. Welcome back to episode 24 of the Super Duper Dreamland and Oxygen Not Included. So, this is picking up kind of where we left off in the last episode, but before we get to that, I just wanted to, well, I'm going to let this run because this is kind of, hey, Kevin, you should make an upcoming stream link some hours before. Maybe. Hello, Wacko. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Kevin. I should start scheduling it in the YouTube tab. Appreciate it. I did post on Discord this time, and also on the community tab, but I know it's not the most effective way of communicating. Hey, K-Twee, how you doing on Twitch? Thank you so much for joining. Actually, Wacko, how is Cold Hell doing? I hope Cold Hell is going fantastic, and thank you so much for all the love. Really appreciate it. Just watching YouTube and your stream coming up. Oh, hey, Becca. Hey, Twee is Becca on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so before I get into the stream today, this is kind of picking up where we left off. There's a lot going on right now because, well, it's a sandbox mode. Before this melted, this was working pretty well, but I brushed in. I did some like manual brushing just to kind of test the limits of this volcano. Sorry, not volcano tamer. This petroleum boiler. So I did some manual brushing of with the heat gun, and that's why things are kind of going bad. But this was working pretty well, and I've got to the point where it seems to be working on its own. I did have to brush in some magma because the volcano has stopped erupting. So things are a little bit out of the ordinary as far as that goes. But I just wanted to show that I did get it working, and I did do some automation here, and I'll kind of go over what I did. And I'm glad that well, this is sandbox mode, so I can do whatever I want, but I'm kind of glad that all of the automations were built outside, so I can easily change it when I need to in the main game. Kevin says, well, I read the notification, but then to see the stream, I have to open and refresh YouTube manually. Oh, okay, I see, Kevin. Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, so I didn't know that it was more convenient to do that, so I will do that for I will do that for Friday. I will set a schedule, and then that's a good idea. I didn't know there was a convenience factor to that. I don't think I've ever been that early to a YouTube stream before. So, Wacko says, I've been out of it for a couple days, but one dupe died on rocket. Oh, that's unfortunate. It said suffocated, but there was oxygen. That's interesting. Were they in an Atmos suit? When I realized I made so much buildings and decided to leave them dead and play in the monument. Yeah, well, at least that's interesting that they died. We'll have to. It'd be interesting to go back in your autosave, Wacko, and watch what happens. That causes them to do that. That causes them to not get any oxygen. I would do that. I would reload, and even if you want to save him or save the monument and continue playing, it would be interesting to see why. Just kind of a learning experience, right? That'd be my suggestion, but that's unfortunate. I'm sorry you lost the duplicate. So I just wanted to show off the sandbox mode before this started going crazy, because we did get, or I got it, the automation figured out off stream. It's actually, I think it was the Francis John video that helped me out with it. So I did change it up a little bit, very small amounts, but you know, shout out to, I mean, he's one of the best Oni players, so I just wanted, I intended originally on using buffer gates and just having everything with buffer gates, but then I realized at the end of the last stream that I was going to have to use the memory toggle, and I was just, there's just so much going on. I know the space, we were going to have a space accident as well at some point, so just to kind of expedite it, I just looked up what he did, and then I just did basically the same thing, and I added some stuff. So I I don't know. He had an Atmos suit because there's no way of knowing. Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad that we couldn't figure that out, but always next time. So anyways, I just wanted to say before I go too far into this, so I can start the main game, and then not take up too much of the VOD, is I got, thanks to all the support on the last stream, I was able to get an invite to Twitch affiliate on the last, or after the next day after the last stream. So I just wanted to thank everybody for supporting on Twitch, going over to Twitch, following and viewing. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we can continue to grow on there. That'd be really cool. And yeah, so let's just get into the stream because I've taken up a lot of the VOD now. So we're going to, yeah, we're moving up. We're going to just kind of reload because I just want to show that it did work for a couple cycles, and then it just broke because I started brushing in some negative temperatures here to trigger the sensor, and then I must have done something to mess that up. So anyways, we're just going to continue where we left off from the real Super Duper Dreamland. Kevin says, by the way, did you ever go back and read the post I made like 3 streams ago? I think last stream. What was that about? I might have read it. I recommend doing twice their battery capacity in Echo rechargeable batteries for the Bionic Dupe. It seemed your count was low in one of the streams. Yeah, I did have a low count because I took on an extra duplicate, Bionic duplicate. So I probably forgot to create more. That's probably the reason. So the real stream does not have the automation done. It's all queued up to be deleted, and I just added some gates here. Since the volcano is dormant, we can't run it anyways right now. So it's going to have to just wait until 42 cycles passes, but we're going to finish it up and make sure that it's working. Like when it finally goes online. We did have to add the liquid shutoff because I have water in here. Silly mistake. So I've been sucking up water, and that broke on the sandbox mode. So we just added a little filter to bypass that and not have any water dropping onto here, which sucks when that happens. So anyways, okay, it's on max speed already. And because I did play on sandbox mode a little bit, I knew that there's an impending space problem that's about to happen. So I just extended my mesh tiles, and I queued up some tasks for robo-miners. So I want these done right away because there's a meteor shower that's going to happen, and it's going to cover it's basically going to destroy the solar panels once these bunker doors open and it drops. So it's going to destroy this one because this wasn't done. I believe it was done up to about here. You can make 2 saves of the same playthrough. Yeah, absolutely. So I branched. I did a split on the last VOD because I wanted to test out the volcano, or sorry, I keep calling it the volcano tamer, the petroleum boiler in sandbox mode to see if it was going to work. So I have the save I just showed you. I played a little bit ahead in sandbox mode to see if my automation was going to work correctly, and this is the real save. So as long as you don't mix the 2 of them up, you can try stuff like go into sandbox mode if you see if a design's going to work, and then you can continue your regular playthrough. So that's kind of what I did with the petroleum. Sorry, Kevin. Yeah. So if you, I might have read the post. I just don't remember what the post was because my memory is like a goldfish. So if you could remind me what it was, I will let you know if I read it or not. Can I make a small explanation that I can go back to the dead one and keep my current play? Can you make a small... I'm not sure if you have this set up, Wacko, but I have it set up on my game so that when you go to load, you can select up to the last 10 saves. It's a 10 auto saves. And then I also have some branching saves like the sandbox, before stream and sandbox. So I did a save before I switched to sandbox, and I have a sandbox save. And then I have some cycles where I went ahead in sandbox mode just to see if the petroleum boiler would work. And see, now we're on cycle 1050, sandbox went up to 1051. So yeah, you can absolutely branch off. And so you can't keep your, sorry, I might have read that question wrong. You can't keep your current play if you go back and get your dead duplicate, but you can go back to the last 10 before he dies and try to correct why he died, and then you can continue playing from there. So usually it's not too much progress that you lose. It's mainly 1 hour of playtime is like what, 5 to 10 cycles or something, depending on how often you pause. I actually don't know because I never measured it, but I guess we could do some. I mean, the math wouldn't really work out here because things go quicker in the beginning, I feel. Yeah, or at least figure out what went wrong. That's I love doing that. So if something goes wrong for me, I usually it was on episode 20. I can cut and paste it in chunks. I think I might have read that then. I remember reading like a long thing, Kevin. Whether or not I implemented it or if I just forgot it, I'm not sure about that. But you know what? I'm going to just make a note here off screen and go back in episode 20 and just look at the message after the stream. Episode 20, Kevin message. So, and then that way, but yeah, I definitely have to make some more power packs, I think. Right now, I think they're fully charged. Insufficient. But let's see, eco. Okay, I have 11, so I mean they are fully charged. So I should probably. How did the flux get out? How did you get out? You're not supposed to be able to get out. Oh, I mean, you might have got stuck in there and the door opened or something. But anyways, so this stream, what I wanted to do in this stream is just to kind of get ahead on the infrastructure building, because in order to get this online fully, I still have to bring this petroleum up to all the way up here. So it's not going to be that hard to change it all. Basically, I'm just going to use this existing oil pipe. But I have to tap into it somehow, and then I can't tap into it yet because I'm still sending oil up there for my oil refinery. So as soon as they're done all this stuff, like deleting what they got to delete in here and all that stuff, we'll queue up some more tasks for them. But for now, there's a lot that they have to do with regards to just deleting everything so we can build the proper automation. Okay, so you mean go back? I know about that and I was doing it, but I think I can go back and later go forward to where I was. So if you go back to an old save, you have to play through it again to get where you were. Because after that, things just change throughout your game. Like you can't. Yeah, so I hope that I'm understanding that correctly. So if you can go back to an old save, but you have to play through it again to get to where you are in the present. Yeah, so one thing maybe a need for a wash station and bounding duplicate gun extractor. Another was gold volcano. There's the meteor shower. Hopefully this time it doesn't destroy everything. Yeah, so I remember that, Kevin. Yeah, so there was a lot that was going on with regards to the gunk extractor. We had a lot of issues with that, and mainly because I've been preoccupied with this probably, but something distracted me. And you ran regular hour across high voltage fire. Yeah, so I think I got that one fixed because I've had no power issues. I do have some oxygen. I don't know if this is working. as well as it could. Probably can just delete that. And then the bionic gunk extractor room. That's right. So I have to build a dedicated room. Right now, I just threw everything in here. So I do remember reading that. This is just a bionic pit stop. So is that the best one you can get? That might be... Yeah, I have to. Oh, I used more wire than I needed. Okay, it's happening again. So this time it's burying my rocket. But that's because... Yeah, okay, well... I mean, at least it didn't destroy this. So that's kind of the main thing. This I don't really care about. Oh, the gold volcano, right. I remember that too. I do remember that. It was right at the I feel like it was at the end of the stream where I saw that. Now, let's see what I did here. Oh, hey William. Sorry I missed your message there. Good morning to you, William. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Could save the current save under our new name if you don't want to lose it. Yeah, you could totally do that as well. Certainly an option to branch off and start playing a new save and see if you like that one better. For the gold volcano under the joint plate. One of the problems that I'm having here is that I probably have this water's probably transferring heat. Yeah. So I don't know how I even got water in there. Do I have any steam in here? No, not yet. So it hasn't gotten too hot. I know I blocked it off here. This joint plate is just transferring all sorts of heat over. So yeah, let's go ahead and fix that. I guess I don't have to really... Oh, where's my toggle switch? There it is. Let's see if I can just kind of mop that up. Yeah, certainly not ideal here. But the gold extraction seems to be doing quite well. We have 20 tons of gold, and we just tamed this not too long ago. Okay, I clicked the wrong one. Where's the... Something's entombed that I have to fix. Oh, it's just that little bit? Okay. Well, anyways, I can just continue. I can't build this over, but anyways, things are looking all right. I just have to build this out so the notification is gone because it's annoying. Critter starvation. Yeah, I think I have too many Drecos being hatched, but I mean that's kind of a good problem, probably, right? I would assume that is a good problem. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Thank goodness I saw that in time. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go like this. Just cut that off. Actually, cut that off. What am I doing? And then just leave that for now because I don't need any oil there. It was more learning, something you can do. That won't fix something that's broken, so not sure if it's worth clarifying, but you might be missing what I'm describing. Perhaps, but as long as I have a vacuum here, it should be okay now. Door under... For the gold volcano door... under the joint plate. Oh, is it... It's still gaining. So I think that's what you might be talking about, how it just continues to gain the heat. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I don't really need this in here. Like, I'm just going to delete that. Because there's no point of me having... There's no point of me having this here because I have it blocked off already. So this is kind of redundant. I have it blocked off. It may, maybe it was different. But anyways, now we should be... This is still really hot. Anyways, we'll see how that that kind of works after a while. I mean, this I can also just block off. I guess I can change this to conductive wire. But anyways, I'm not too concerned about the heat. I mean, it's whatever. Let's see where we were here. Okay, so now we can start working on some of this. I definitely don't want my duplicates in here. That was another thing I wanted to kind of add. I mean, I need them in here to build this power, but gonna open that up. Gonna take this off, and then we're just going to add a few. I saw your world searching video. It was great help. Thanks for making it. No worries, William. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is awesome that people have gotten some great use out of that. I love looking up custom world seeds. It's probably what's kept me as interested in this game as it has. Because I love building interesting designs where I have all of the things on the asteroid that I want to use, like volcanoes, minor volcanoes, gold volcanoes, aluminum volcanoes. So I love doing that. It's so much fun. So yeah, I mean, this thing here, I mean, it's cooling down now. Maybe it just takes a bit, but we'll see. I don't really need, like I said, I don't really need the airlock in there anyway, because I got it blocked off anyways. But in here, I definitely do, because on the sandbox mode, they were recovering the igneous rock that ends up solidifying here and getting mined out, and then they take like 300-degree igneous rock into the base, and it's just ridiculous. I wish there was a way to. I'm sure there's a mod for it. To like do not pick up rocks that are very, very hot, because it's kind of annoying. So. Anyways, we're going to start building the automation and kind of pick up where we left off, except I want to make it a lot neater than what I did in sandbox mode. Hopefully I can achieve that. Basically, I need the... make it out of cobalt, actually, and yellow. Make it out of cobalt here. What keeps triggering? Oh, the virtual planetarium. That's kind of annoying. Okay, there we go. All those... I mean, I wish I would get... I keep thinking when I hear that someone's about to suffocate or whatever. So... okay, where was I? Memory toggle. Let's put it right here, maybe, with yellow. Very particular with that. And then just use cobalt, I guess, because I have so much of it. So we have our reset. I have this on the side screen, so if you see me looking, I'm just trying to see how I did it on the sandbox. And then I want to have a filter gate here. Oh, take that out of the yellow. Like that. Now I like having my junctions kind of in free air, I like to call it. It's like an electrical term in IRL. It confuses me a lot less than running it straight to a port and then running it to another port and then running a junction from there. So whether you call these nodes or junctions or whatever, I call them having them away from the inlets or the outlets of your devices that you're building. I just call it being in free air, and it just helps me visually grasp what's happening. It's just the way your brain might work with. If you prefer to have it this way, for example, rather than junctioning it off here, that's totally fine. It's just a personal thing. But if it helps you understand it better, then I will go with the one that helps you more, because it's not. It'll work if you just do it a different way, if it helps you. So just kind of a small little tip there. Hey, Thork. Welcome to the stream, Thork. I don't know if I've seen you here around before. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? This will go much easier once you finally install the yes, the blueprint mod. That's actually on my list like 3 times. The blueprint, it is on my list. Let's see here. I'll go back to. Oh, I'm gonna try out the some kick features here as well tonight. So if you see me distracted off screen, I'm just playing around with the stream manager here, and at the same time also looking at the diagram that I have off to the side. So anyways, we're going to do a NOT gate here, and then we're going to do a buffer gate. And then that just helps, and I'll go over how this should work, and then we'll go from there. So the buffer gate here, out of thing. I might move these around later just to make it look a little bit better, but that's kind of what I want. And then this is a lot of mess here with the ladders, but it's something that we'll fix after. Right now, I'm not too concerned about it. First time chatting, several lurking. Well, thank you so much for chatting. I really appreciate it. I love the lurkers too, but appreciate you coming by and saying hi tonight. Wouldn't be able to grow without the lurkers. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm a huge lurker on streams as well. I always like to point that out because lurking is great. So anyways, this has to be oil. And then, yeah, this is not, we had a little bit of an oil spill, but not too bad. Not too bad. And then we also have, this is also pretty cool. We're now finally taking out the water that's been sitting here for, I don't know how many streams. I don't know if you guys even remember doing this, if you're watching the VOD or if you've been around a lot. But this was just full of polluted water that was germy. And actually, if you watched the last video I made about germs, I actually just filtered it with a water sieve and then just let the germs kill themselves. So totally viable. It takes a long time, but it's definitely a viable option to end up with clean water at the end with no germs in it. So that's kind of what we did. I really need to get rid of this this little guy here because this I need. Let me just go ahead and grab this Poke Shell. We're just gonna put him here. I don't know if that's a good spot for him, but we're gonna put him there. Yeah, so it's totally viable. Obviously, it takes forever, but there you go. So you can go back in the VOD and check in case you were doubtful of that method. I'm sure none of you are because it's pretty self-explanatory, but there you go. I don't have any radiation filtration for my water because I don't have a lot of polluted water, except for we have this salt water. I filled it with chlorine, hoping that maybe it would help reduce the germs that are inside, and it hasn't. The germs, in fact, let's see if we take a look at, I clicked the wrong one. The germs have a half-life of 20 cycles, so they will die eventually by what this is telling me. It's dying on 3% per cycle on liquid, and the chlorine isn't really doing much because, well, there used to be polluted oxygen here all around. So now all the polluted oxygen has been pushed into this little space, and that's full of germs. But yeah, so this does have a half-life of 20 cycles, which means it's going to take absolutely forever, just because of the fact that once the half-life gets the half-life, then it has to get the half-life again. I usually prefer storing my liquid using the Escher fall technique. Oh, I've done that one once. I always have a problem setting that up. So, I mean, other than sandbox mode. But yeah, that's a cool one. It's a very unique one. I did cover that in a tutorial, but it always bugs me out. I like doing it this way. Just looks, for me, it's more visually appealing, but the waterfall's pretty cool. I have to admit that is an awesome game mechanic hack. Game mechanic hack, maybe? Yeah, no pumps required is really nice. That is super good. What's going on here? Is everything done? Okay, so let's go over what this is supposed to do when this finally... So like I said, I'm not going to get this online just yet, just because this is dormant anyways, so I would just be having all this hot lava just kind of sit in here doing nothing, and it won't make it to the end. This is not enough. So this is... I'm going to go over what the automation is supposed to do. Would it help to move a shine bug near the water? It works really well. Oh, that's... I just got distracted by myself, Becca, but what I was going to say is just putting Wheezeworts around here or some liquid nuclear waste in here. That would be my option to get rid of. Not that I need the salt water. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of water. This is my water storage. And you can see when I hover over, it's like there's 200,000 kilograms, 180,000. It's just a ridiculous amount of water. It's just, I would, for my own personal OCD requirements, I would like to have the germs deleted. Like, there's even slime lung in the chlorine here. So, I mean, this is just doomed to have germs by the looks of it. And there's a little bit of radiation on that one. Take those, I guess. But yeah, I guess shine bugs probably they're a good source of radiation. It might help. I used to store lava using Escher. That way, no pumps melted. Maybe we'll have to try that on this one. Maybe we'll try it. It was pretty funny trying to build the petroleum boiler and get it working in sandbox mode last episode. I think it'd be kind of funny to try an Escher waterfall with no help on the side and see if I can how badly I butcher it. Oh man, that would be kind of funny. Anyways, we're gonna clean this out. But yeah, Becca, I think that's a good idea. I might try that. Just kind of... Oh, I need to open this up. Maybe lock a shine bug in there. A couple shine bugs on the exterior or something. And see if I can get rid of the germs. I mean, like I said, I don't really need it. But... yeah, this is not really cooling that quick. But again, I'm not too bothered by it right now. I might change it after and figure it out. Okay, so this is kind of what this is supposed to do. So we have a memory toggle switch. So when we hit the... so you can always kind of see... This is probably the most confusing automation device for me. It kind of works like a relay in real life. And relays always... I always have to like look at the diagram. If you've ever used a relay in like electrical engineering or electrical whatever, like they're usually used for motors. I'm always like second guessing myself with relays. I don't know why, even though they're pretty common. But basically, that's the closest thing I can relate it to. When you put in an input here, it's going to toggle this this node off or on. And then when you send a signal to here, it's going to turn this back off. So basically what we're trying to do is when this hits a certain temperature, we're going to send the green signal, which is going to turn on the RoboMiner. When the RoboMiner turns on, well, first of all, let me start over because I kind of messed that up. We're going to look for a temperature below 420. At that point, the magma has already solidified into igneous rock solid tiles. So when we hit that temperature, then we send the green signal to the RoboMiner in order to start mining this out. Simultaneously, we're going to open this bottom gate. And that's why the memory toggle is important. I tried to do this with buffers, but it just became kind of too tedious. And I tried to do it with buffers just to separate it from the build that I was trying to replicate, and it just works better with the memory toggle in my head as well. Hey Uther, thank you so much. Yeah, this is right. This is how I'm going to start the like I have to start the petroleum boiler by having this open, and I'm just keeping it above so I don't forget to do that when it first starts. But as soon as this starts up, I'm going to switch it to below. I hope you're doing well tonight, Uther. We're just going over the petroleum boiler for the VOD purposes, but we're not going to start it tonight because it's not It's not active for another 34 cycles. That's not the reason for this stream. I just want to kind of get those cycles out of the way. So hopefully by the time the weekend comes around, we can start producing petroleum from here and start collecting it for our spaceship. So anyways, like I was saying, we start the robo miner. We have the gate open at the bottom. We mine out all the igneous rock. It drops here where we can then collect it, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll send it through the cooling section here. Who knows? But we already have the volcano, so might not even need it. And then while that's happening, we're sending a filter, sending the green signal through a filter gate. And this is set to 5 seconds, which was a big mistake on the sandbox mode. It should be set to like 35. So for 35 seconds, it's going to pass on a green signal. For 35 seconds, it's not going to pass on the green signal, and it's going to keep this door locked. And there's going to be magma on here. As you can see, this door is open. Once 35 seconds has passed, the RoboMiner has completed its digging. And at that point, this will pass the green signal forward. It will send the trigger to close this gate through the reset toggle port. So this gate will then be closed, and simultaneously, this gate will open up, dropping the hot magma back onto the thermal sensor. Okay, then simultaneously from there, we send the green signal through to a NOT gate, which then goes into a buffer gate. And for 5 seconds, 5 is sort of arbitrary. You could probably get away with like 2 seconds, or you could even do 60 seconds. It doesn't really matter at this point because I'm just trying to delay this gate opening again so I don't get too much magma flowing down in here and ending up at the bottom. I don't know if that's actually a game mechanic. I think there's like a delay when it falls, but regardless, it didn't work for me without the buffer sensor. What was happening is when this gate would open and this gate would close, it seemed like it would push the magma that's inside of this gate down, maybe, and I would have way too much magma here. And the buffer sensor prevents that from happening altogether. So that's what the buffer gate's for. And so that's how this is supposed to work. Now, I thought it'd be pretty cool to, since this is like finished and all that stuff, it looks cool. We're just gonna box it off. And it looks like its own little automation thingamabob where we got it all covered up and it looks neat and interesting. So I guess we have some duplicates idle there, so we just kind of got them busy. Why are we automating the RoboMiner? When will it be mining a tile be undesirable? Okay, so there's a lot of heat in these tiles before we mine them out. So I want to be able to keep the heat and use as much of it as possible before I mine it out and let it drop. Hey, Treeman Terry and Han Nigyan. Oh man, I hope I got that right. Han Nigyan, thank you so much for joining the stream. Let's start it up. I would love to start it up. It's just the volcano's dormant right now. So that's kind of the point of the stream. Thank you guys for joining, but this is dormant. I have to wait 33 cycles. So I'm just kind of going through that 33 cycles, and hopefully on the weekend we can fully start it up and start making petroleum. It did work in a very botched way on the sandbox mode, and I have that at the beginning of the VOD. So yeah, everything seems to work. It's really happy with it. I mean, it's not super duper complicated. The concept's pretty easy. We're just boiling it, and it's just the setup can be kind of finicky with these builds, I find. Is there CO2 inside the volcano? Yeah, I'm gonna have to vacuum that out. Actually, now's probably a good time. Maybe make a liquid lock in here and vacuum it out, but we're not going to get to that tonight anyways. I'm only on for maybe another hour at most. I have work tomorrow, so this is not going to start up. I should probably start the liquid lock though. Yeah, because we blocked this off before it was Actually, you know what? I don't even need a liquid lock because I got one right here. So what I'm going to do is once I'm ready to expose this magma, I'm just going to open this up. So let's do this. Obsidian. Just go like that. And then we'll open this up and this up. And then once I drop the magma, we'll just put a block in here. And then vacuum out this portion. So. Oh, what's overheating? Oh, it's this thing again? These things have been just crazy with the overheating. Let's go like this. This is also something I can get done. I mean, it's cobalt, so I guess it makes sense. I was going to move all of these in here. This would make sense to me to put it in the steam room. Just go like that. And then just put some water on it. That's probably like the best solution. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the steam room, I guess. The cooling loop will be a critical part of this, but I mean, for now, I don't have that set up, and I just want to have these running without kind of overheating and having no power, so I can close them during. Where does this come from? Oh, this was supposed to come from here, but right, okay. Anyways, we're gonna build them down here in the steam room, and hopefully we have. Oh, I see. Most of my recent boilers have been either geothermal or connected with power extractors, where I take the solid igneous rock and circulate it. Oh, okay, yeah, in a steam chamber. Yeah, that makes sense. No, I literally just use like the for your pet boiler. How do you plan to stop the lava from overflowing? Oh, that's a good question, William. Let me show you as soon as I draw some lines in here. Let me just get some lines going here. Yeah, we'll do that. Whatever, we'll do that. Get some lines going up this way. Probably could just make them go straight. That might look a lot cooler. Don't want it to look stupid. I want it to look cool. And then we'll go like that. And this is just temporary. I'll have to add stuff to this. Actually, yeah, steam room, whatever. We'll go through this way for now. And then hook onto here. Okay, let's get that done. And then get some water down here. This is vacuumed out, right? It should be vacuumed. Yes, it is. This is not vacuumed. That's pretty critical. Vacuum out, I believe. And then I should already have the power running through. There it is. Okay. Right. Okay, so let me show you how I plan to not have it overfill. So I can have maximum 3 tiles high of magma. And over here, I'm going to have a 2-tile buffer of magma. So when the magma comes in, this gate will be automatically open already. It will allow the magma to drop in. Once this temperature sensor has gotten cold enough, which will be 420, it'll send a signal. It'll open this up after the filter gate, drop the magma, and then close this up here. Before all that, I'm not sure what you mean before all that. How do you plan on stopping your lava from overflowing? You mean from up here? From like this area? Oh, from here. Okay. So I have no plans for any of this yet. I was just hoping that I would use the magma. Oh, you mean like here? This is just all I have. Yeah, I do have to close this off. This is like I've deconstructed a lot of this build so my duplicants can come in here and clean it out, if that's what you're asking. I got you. I have another idea. You can build 10 tiles below the volcano and then problem solved. Now 10 tiles below the volcano. You mean like move this whole design? Oh, we'll take some sand. No Esca water today, so I'm on the water jug. You mean right below it? How was Canadian Thanksgiving? It was great, Dreamland Terry. Thank you so much for asking. Went to two different get-togethers. It was very nice. I was planning to make a stream on Monday, but I just got too caught up with everything going on the weekend. So I was going to play Oceaneers actually. So if you guys haven't heard of Oceaneers, check it out on Steam. There's a demo out for it now. It's kind of like Ani on an island. You can make just one entrance exit of atmosuits from your base. I have two, wacko. So I have one down here and I have one up here. You can make more. I mean, it's probably better to make more if you have the capacity because it can help your duplicants move around, but I have the transit tubes right beside, so... Oceaneers. Let me type it in chat. I played the demo already. It's really cool. I highly recommend it, especially if you like Ani. It's instead of like launching rockets, you build a boat. It's very cool. And actually, I'm just gonna open my Steam and just double check. Make sure I spelled that correctly for the people in the chat. Yep, that's it. Oceaneers. Very cool game. I plan to play that on stream pretty soon. Just wanted to get a lot. Oh, this is not gonna work. Keep getting distracted by myself. I have all these different things going on. Yeah, so go check them out. Really fun game. I think it has a lot of potential to do well. And definitely going to be playing it on stream at some point. Okay, I can finally delete these. Actually, I don't even have to delete it. I can just go like this. And then I can just connect it. Just like that. Okay, so now we have power going up here and up here. This is going to be interesting. I probably should cross all three of them over. Otherwise, I have to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Just have to move this out of the way. This gas filter. What is this even doing? Okay, it's not doing anything substantial. So let's delete all this. Oh, you can open the bottom tile on the volcano on the right side. You can try. Oh, yeah. So sorry, got distracted. If if you're new to the stream, I do that all the time. You mean this one? The bottom right, yeah, okay. You can open the bottom tile on the right side of the volcano. Oh, or when the volcano's functioning, this one? Yeah, because this won't do anything. You mean when the volcano's functioning, right? Yeah, so right now it's just closed off because I want my duplicates in here. Yeah, thank you for that. If you I don't think I did that in the start of the stream. I may or may not have had that open. I might have had more open just because I was testing stuff, but that's what I plan to do after. It's just open 1 or 2 blocks, maybe even this one, depending on like when this starts going, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna open this one or that one. Just not now. It's still dormant, so there's no reason to. And I'm going to have my duplicates probably in here for something else at some point. Actually, let's go check that. Everything is out of here, so I think I can close it off. I might even, instead of closing this off, I might just put a lock in here like that. Yeah, it does, William. I have to drain that. So what I'm planning to do is just build something like this. And then vacuum this out. Open this up here, vacuum it out, and then close it back off. Maybe even smaller. Maybe I'll build like a little room. I'll build something like this. Yeah, something like that. We'll open it up and we'll vacuum it out. Gas pump is broken. Why would... Oh, it's too hot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so here we go. Let's problem solve. Something happened here. Oh, I know what that was. I put in before I started the stream, I put in a queue to delete the the fire pole. And I deleted everything. So now it's messed this up entirely. Oh well. We'll have to come back in here then. This is going to convert this into Steam as well. Oh boy. We got some problem solving to do. Oh. How does your volcano have gas inside? Oh, how? Sorry, how? Because when I first discovered this, I think I had just enough time to block it off before it started erupting. So, yeah, so that's what happened. Is I blocked this off just to stop it from erupting, and that's kind of what happened. But regardless of this, I'm going to deal with this right now. Luckily, I don't need the hydrogen immediately because I have so much of it, and it's actually pretty cold. So it's just this I have to fix now. Kind of a bummer. What just happened. But let's go ahead and figure out the best course of action. I probably should have provisioned this to have petroleum in it a long time ago, because that would solve this problem that I'm going to have. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this back together. And actually, before I do that, let me just save. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kevin. This was my fault. Only fail when I accidentally hit a joint plate by the side. Yeah, it's I wasn't paying attention. Listen to me. You can build a small room, then build 2 doors to delete the gas. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. So just crush the gas with the mechanical airlock. That's not a bad idea. I could do something like this. Just put a couple of these guys side by side and crush it. Is that what you're saying? Let's see how well this works. Oh, it's still, yeah, it's still heating up. I wonder if I can brute force this, because this is already messed up. So, I mean, let's see if we can brute force this to work. At this point, it doesn't really matter if I get more oxygen in here. It's the best idea, bro. Yeah, I think it is. I think you might be right. I think you might be right. But for now, I'm going to deal with this because I can't let this go offline. So I need to add a bottle emptier. It's right there. Automatic doors. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Let's just set this to high priority and refill it. And then, yeah, this is already cooled down again. So this is fine. I just need to refill this. Actually, this is a great opportunity to just use up all this extra water that I had lying around in random pipes. So let's see. Okay, we got Lindsay coming up. Lindsay, wow. Why do you pick the farthest operator or the farthest duplicant? Okay, now this has also stopped, so I have to reconnect this for the time being. This, come on, why? Did I click the wrong one? There we go. I have to get that working. And let's see. Make sure everything else is okay. Where was I? There I am. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just get this filled back up. Brute force all the way. Oh yeah. And turn steam in the water and then wipe it clean. But make sure to turn off the pump first. Yeah, let's just... I love brute forcing. Love the brute forcing. Yeah, we'll turn off the pump as well. Actually, yeah, I have to get all this water out of here. Put some petroleum in there. Have to pump this water out. Hey, where are you going? Come back. Downloaded the Oceaneers demo. We'll try this weekend. Awesome, Wacko. Awesome. Let me know how it goes when you try it. Got a little bit of repairing to do. Luckily, we have infinite aluminum, so shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now we're gonna rebuild this. Mop this out. Someone take Bam Bam from the Flintstones and put it on Ethan's head. Perfect image for him. Oh, that's going back a long time, Kevin. I haven't seen that show in 30 years, maybe. Anyways, this is kind of cool. It's been a while since we've had a catastrophic failure of something. So this is like something fun, something different. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. It's just my aluminum would go offline, which kind of sucks. And I got to get this. Obviously, I got to get this fixed. But here's what I'm going to do, because I already knew I was going to mess this up if I didn't check that. I think that's what William was referring to as well, was the fact that I was going to start pumping oxygen or different types of gases in here. And that would probably not work out too well for me. And luckily, I still have so much hydrogen. So yeah, like I need this to work for my refrigerator. So I cannot have that go offline. And you know what? Like, let me just kind of go on a little tangent here while my duplicates are doing this. That's one thing that I absolutely love about Oxygen Not Included, is that something as simple as the hydrogen vent is connected to, well, it's kind of working in conjunction with my aluminum volcano, the cooling system anyway. Okay, now it's bricked. We can fix that. We've been here before. We know what to do. No, I just completely messed that up. So it's I love that, like, if something like this happens that's relatively simple or easy to have happen, it can take down your hydrogen hydrogen storage, which can in turn mess up my AETN, which can in turn mess up my food storage. So there's like so many different reasons to have everything working properly in the game, and I don't know, I love that. I just love how there's a chain reaction of events that could occur. You know what I mean? Let's put some crude oil. Do we have crude oil? No, we don't. We have petroleum. Polluted oxygen already went into your pipe. Make sure it does not go into your infinite storage. Yes, thank you so much, William. You are indeed correct. It is right here. It is. The dominoes are falling. No, Becca, no. We're so close to the end. We're so close. Space exploration is literally right around the corner. And then we can start heading into the late game. You are indeed correct, William. It is right here. I think I stopped it just in time. And if we take a look at our infinite storage, it is all pink. Exactly what we want. So what we'll do is we'll just vent this out. As soon as my duplicants can get in here, we'll just... you'll fix it. Thanks, Becca. I will fix it. I will fix it. Let's go like this. I'm just like, it's kind of weird. Why wasn't this sending any more oxygen? It's there's no power, so the power's gone. Yes, I deleted the power. Okay, so this actually saved the build, I think. That's kind of funny. I'm just tempted to vent this overboard because I think by the time my duplicants get in here, this will already be sufficiently cooled anyway. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna vent everything overboard. The hydrogen, there's 11 kilograms of it. Is it worth saving or just let it rise to the top? I already have some here, so I think I'm just gonna let it rise to the top. So anyways, get some more petroleum in here, and then we'll bust in here and we'll figure it out. Like Becca said, we'll fix it. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the method that Han was talking about, where we're just going to crush the gas here. That's 1600 degrees. That's a really good idea. By water blocking the vent. Where's my infinite storage? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's pretty easy to fix. I fixed. Yeah, you have no. I don't. Maybe you do. I don't know how early you were on these. Oh, maybe that's a different playthrough that I did. But there was a playthrough that I did where I kept breaking the same vent over and over and over. And I would have to go back and actually, I'm pretty sure it was this playthrough because I have the liquid lock. Yeah, this was broken at some point, and I had to go back and fix it. That's what this is. That's why this is here. That was super early on. So, yeah, so we'll fix that too. Hey, Ali S44, do you pronounce the X? How do you pronounce the X? Let me know, please. Thank you for joining the stream. They say, how many steam turbines can be cooled by one aqua tuner? I have 6 running 100%, but they eventually go above 100 degrees, even if I put a temp shift plate behind. Okay, so what kind of atmosphere do you have? Is it vacuumed out, or do you have some sort of atmosphere behind it? You don't need a temp shift plate usually. I've had one aqua tuner cool, I would say probably 4 or 5 before in a much larger industrial brick. I pronounced the X. X-Alley. Okay, X-Alley. Okay, so first thing first is what type of atmosphere do you have? because if it's vacuumed out, obviously you're not transferring any cooling if you're just using radiant liquid pipes. In my sauna, but my steam turbines are in CO2. Okay, so yeah, mine are in CO2 and it's doing okay. And that's interesting. So I've never done the math on how much it can cool. So I'm not sure the exact amount, but I would try to go into sandbox mode and see if you can add another, if you can just plop another aqua tuner down, how much of a difference that would make. Pretty much like mine. So what I can tell you though, Xally, is that I've done a geothermal before where I was using one aqua tuner to cool like maybe 7 or 8 aqua tuners. But it was in hydrogen. Yeah, like Kevin was saying, it was in hydrogen. And in fact, it's on my channel. So, and they were all working at 100%, obviously, because it's geothermal. It's infinite heat, basically, until you use up all the magma. But yeah, it's something that I've done with geothermal cooling, probably. And I wasn't even using polluted water. So I was using ethanol. It's actually on my channel. If you look up the geothermal video on my channel, actually, I might be able to show you. Let me just save here. But use hydrogen, like Kevin was saying. Let me load up my sandbox asteroid here. This is where I do all the tutorials, and I always experiment with stuff. So like I said, I don't know the exact math for it, but I know I've done a lot with just one. And I wasn't even using polluted water. I was using like ethanol. This is my my test. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so obviously they're not I used up all the magma already, so these aren't running at full capacity now. They're like 75%, but I have one aqua tuner, which is cooling. I'm using oil. I'm using crude oil. So I have ethanol. I have polluted water that's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have polluted water doing 6. I have ethanol doing 3, and I have crude oil doing 3. And it's holding up. So you should definitely be able to get a couple more. How many did you say you were using? 5? Let me just scroll back. 6. Okay, so 6 might be the limit. I'm cooling 11 turbines with my blaster network and 1 more with supercoolant. Yeah, because I have this one aqua tuner here is doing 6, and it's doing quite a decent job. But it's also in hydrogen. And this was just really thrown together super quick. Like there was no thought in mind with make it more efficient. But like ethanol and crude oil can both do 3. So there you go. 6 should be it's probably your limit with polluted water. No problem. I'm glad that the chat could help. Yeah, Nectar, like Kevin was saying, Nectar is like the new like the new kind of the best way to cool, because it has almost the same properties as polluted water, but you can also cool it a lot lower. I think it's like -80 you could cool it to. Yeah, -82. So this never has to stop theoretically if you just set this low enough. But yeah, try hydrogen, see if that works a little bit for you. That works a little better. But yeah, I remember making that video and it was just such a bonehead move to put the video up with ethanol and crude oil. To be honest, I just like the look of oil in the pipes and ethanol. I think polluted water is the ugliest. so I always hated using it. Yeah, ethanol is terrible. don't use ethanol. Well, like I mean, you just saw the evidence in front of you that ethanol was struggling to do 3, and same with crude oil. And then the polluted water was doing 6, and the temperature was actually lower. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So we have, it's getting kind of cool now. I think we're oh yeah, we're probably ready to go in on the count of this is overflowing. Let's open this up. I'm gonna save just in case I burst it open and it messes everything up. Let's go ahead and open that up, and then hopefully, yeah, there should be enough there. Don't open it. Why? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, chlorine pocket's still in. Oh, you're right. You're right. There was I can just reload. That's why I saved. You're right, William. I should have listened to you. I never realized how naphtha could be used for liquid locks as well as coolant. Is it? Yeah, isn't naphtha like I read something about that on the Reddit, or maybe it was a Discord about that. But I've never used it for liquid lock. Ah, look at that. Gotta get rid of that chlorine. Where's my tool thing here? No, don't open it. Now I don't want you to open it. Let's just build a tile here. Can we get it out if I just build a tile? That should delete it, right? Or will it go in here? I wonder if it'll still go in here if I build a tile. Let's see. We're gonna do some experimentation. Okay, so it looks like that worked. Looks like either it got deleted or it jumped over here or something. But thank you for that, William. Okay, now comes the arduous task of fixing everything in here. The water stopped it, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Luckily, the water was there. What's overheating now? Oh, it's this thing again? Yeah. This should be almost fixed. So let's just go. I'm just going to go ahead and get this finished. Nope. That's not what I want. Just like that. And then from here, this is I know this is really messy, so I apologize in advance for that. Actually, I don't need that. I can just go straight up. Just had to mute myself there for a minute. Okay, let's focus. Let's focus here. And then this way. And then, yeah, we'll split this. I don't need this. Do I need this? Yeah, I should probably go like this and then like that. And then I'll split it here and just keep going straight up. Okay, that should probably be okay. Just put it onto here. Come on. Whatever. You know what? Just finish this for now. Finish that for now. And then we'll deal with the rest. Let's see how this is going. Okay, this is going pretty good, pretty good. Should build some ways for my duplicates to get over and delete those tiles. This is unreachable. Oh, yeah, I guess that would make it unreachable, wouldn't it? Everything's just breaking this episode. But it keeps things interesting. Disable auto repair for now. Just let that thing take care of itself. Delete that. Kind of sad that I might have to. I mean, I guess I could route the hydrogen. Yeah, I'm gonna route the hydrogen back in. I don't want to delete all that. Just delete all these pipes, and then we'll do a little bit of a gas filter. Oh yeah, you're right. You are right, William. It's kind of, okay. Interesting that... Anyways. How are we doing up here? These guys doing good? Delete this. I don't need that. Disable auto repair. This is hooked up. Everything's hooked up here. Delete this power transformer. This I want intact, so we'll delete this. And everything now should be good. Just kind of clean this up a bit so it's easier to look at. It's not absolutely horrible. Oops. Okay, that's all good. This will connect. This is the one that I meant to connect, but it wasn't working for some reason. Just clean all this off. Clean all this off. There we go. Now everything here should almost have power. We're just waiting on the robo-miners to get online for some reason. Oh, that's this one. There, let's go ahead and finish that. Okay, now down here, back down here. Got some more mopping to do. Yes, you are right. Okay, these should be they should have an auto filler thing going on here. No, they don't. Okay. I thought I already had a bottle filler here. Polluted water, good. Thank you very much, William. I would have definitely forgotten. And then we'll just sweep. Okay, let's work on the filtration. Well, first we want to get rid of that, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the vent back that I just deleted, just to get rid of whatever's in here. And then we'll build some filtration. Where is it? Where is it? I hardly ever use this, so trying to like figure out which button to click. Okay, put the hydrogen back into here, just like that, and then vent out everything else. Any power nearby? Yes, I have power. Perfect. Kind of don't want to change that to No, I don't want to do that. I want to sample what that is. like that. Perfect. Okay. So we'll go ahead and finish that. Put that on 8 to get that going. And let's see how they're doing up here. Everything should have power. Yes, they do. This has to be cooled. So right now they're not. Well, there's only 2 things in the pipe, so... Where is it? I'll just delete the vent after. I'll just let out whatever's in here. Only two or three packets, and then connect it to here. Oh, nice. Everything's gone already. Oh, now I have to put in diluted water. They have a place to put that. This is off hydrogen now, I think. Yeah, so I'm actually good. Okay. So I don't even need this anymore, the filter. Let me get rid of this. This has been here for a long time. It's just kind of bothering me. Well, this yes, it is redundant now. This had a whole bunch of mixtures in it. Now it's gone. So I thought I would need the filter. Evidently, I do not need the filter. Now I can just let's see. I got rid of everything in the pipe, so I can connect it back into here, and I can repair this. Can this be reached? Is there a reason why? I might have to open this up a little bit. It's interesting that they... I don't know why they can't get to that. That's kind of weird. So all this is done. All this can be done. And then now we can rebuild the pipe. Okay, so that's fixed. And then maybe... do I take that one out? And that one? Yeah, I don't know why they can't repair the corners. It says there's nothing... Like, they didn't repair this one until I deleted this tile, so... I don't know. Just gonna go with the flow. Oh, a slickster. Cool, cool. Where is it? I should make a slickster farm. That would be cool. I have so much carbon dioxide. Maybe it's something that we'll do. Oh, I have long hair slicksters. Nice. Where can we put these guys to make our duplicates a little happy? Put one there. And we'll put one here. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened, but it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Hey, good night, William. Thank you for joining tonight, and it was a lot of fun having you here. I'm gonna head out too in just a bit. I'm gonna finish this, and then I gotta go. I'll have to fix this on the next stream. Actually, meanwhile, when I go in to fix this, I'll add another liquid I'll add liquid on this vent as well. So that both of them are working. I thought I would only never need one, but evidently it would have been nice to have both. Yeah, I'm just about to head off as well. Gotta get to work tomorrow, so give it another couple minutes until I get this all fixed up, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, guys, let's fix this, please. See, and now they're queued up to fix that pipe. So, I don't know. Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. And just like that. Okay, this is made out of aluminum. One thing that I wanted to do that I thought would be probably a good idea. Let me just get this back up and running. Is at the time when I built this volcano tamer, I only had lead to make these metal tiles out of. So I'm thinking it'd be a good idea to go back in here, change this to aluminum, and make it a lot bigger so we can process more igneous rock. Because I have so much igneous rock here that I can't use right now because it's just not deleting heat fast enough. So if I can send this through at like 150 and just process more of it here, I think that would be pretty good. But just an idea that I might work on next stream. Maybe not particularly this stream. Actually, we have a lot of people here, so thank you guys so much for joining the stream tonight on such short notice. I really appreciate everyone coming by on YouTube on a weeknight and on short notice. So 28 viewers on YouTube, 4 on Twitch, and as usual, 0 on Kick. So thank you guys so much for joining. If I dare to say, I don't think Kick is the platform for Oxygen Not Included. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Uther. I really appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun tonight with everyone. So I'm going to call it a stream here. What's going on here? Okay, everything's going good. I just saw that this was pumping and this wasn't moving. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? But yeah, everything looks like it's doing okay. Our cooling is still intact. So I'm just going to let it save. And then we'll, for the people who are watching the VOD, I'll kind of do a little recap as I usually do. Yeah, I'll have to get some rest. So we'll go back to, we'll scroll all the way down here. Cycle 1. I still have cycle 1 here. Maybe we'll revisit cycle 1. Before Hydra, before Sandbox, Oxygen, Super Duper Dreamland. That's the one I'm looking for. So yeah, thank you, Becca, for stopping by. Thank you, Uther. Thank you, William. Williams just left a couple minutes ago. Kevin Brown, as always, thank you so much for... And Kevin, I'm going to install the blueprints right now. I know I've probably said that before, but this time I have it literally in front of me, so there's no way I can forget. So Becca, we had Xally here. Who else was here tonight? Wacko. Hopefully you have fun playing Oceaneers, Wacko. Han, thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm going to use your idea, Jan, of just chomping up this polluted oxygen. That's probably the best way. I agree. I was just going to go in raw with a with a pump and I don't know, pump it into space or something. I wasn't really sure what I had planned, but it was gonna be more exciting and interesting than crushing it. I can guarantee that. Probably some catastrophic. Hey, Treeman was here. Next stream, Treeman, this should be active, so we'll get to see finally the petroleum boiler that you've been asking for in action. Thork was here. He's usually a lurker, so thank you so much for saying hi tonight, Thork. Really appreciate it. Let's see. KT Twee was here on Twitch. Thank you so much. It's Becca on YouTube, so thank you for stopping by. And I think that was it. Yeah, don't starve. Exactly, don't starve. And Ani mechanics, don't starve vibes visually. I agree. So yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up again. I mean, it's just so much fun hanging out, and that's why I do it. I love the company. I love that you guys like it, and yeah, just all around really fun to play with everyone here. So yeah, blueprints expanded. I'm going to get that right now. And good night, and I will see you guys Friday night.